So we are back with city fixing here in Cities Skylines 2. I have a strong cup of tea and I think I'm going to need it because the last time we tried this, it was an utter disaster, but I have every faith in the latest update from Cities Skylines 2, the way the game is running and the tools that are at my disposal to fix up this city. We've got a whole slew, I say, of different things to fix. Traffic. And once this cinematic and introduction's over, I'm going to show you the city. There is so many symbols on the screen of problems that we need to deal with and fix. So settle back, grab your own beverage of choice, which of course we all know is tea, and let's dive into our traffic/city fix together. Okay, here we are. This city was sent in by Ends1 on my Discord. If you wish to go and check it yourself, I'll put the link in the description, or if you're on my Discord, you can find it over there. It is a population of 111,000. I mean, it's growing, we're making money, but look at all the problems. There are problems everywhere, and there is horrendous traffic on a lot of the roads over here, which we need to fix up as well. In their own words, Ends1 said 2 words, bad and traffic. These describe the city pretty well. Can you save the 110,000 inhabitants of the mess, also known as Ensaria 2.0, from traffic and other problems? And as usual, a lot of the other problems are going to be because of the traffic that we've got going on in the city. It sort of eases up once it gets past these knots. I've noticed we've got some other little spots of traffic as well through here. Got trams running through. We've got no vehicles on some of your lines. We have, oh, that's nasty. Yeah, we're just not even going to look at that. But overall, with the new patch, things are running a lot quicker. I know this isn't like a 250,000 city like we tried before, but we've got some ground pollution, which is understandable because you're next to this great big mining area. So we'll look at that and we'll try and fix as much as we can. The high rent, I think, is probably the only one we might not be able to make a huge dent in. That is something that we sort of see quite often with. So we've got 2 people living here, a senior who's educated, retired, so they're not earning any money, and a child. So quite often we'll see that situation and there won't be anything we can do about it. You're sort of hoping they've earned enough money in their life previously, which they probably haven't. So there we go. We've got some issues over here with lack of high-skilled labour, and that'll be something that we can solve because that'll be why lots of buildings are abandoning. Okay, so let's maybe start with this end of the city first, and then we'll work our way up to all the heavy traffic and things up there. And just before we do that, a word from our sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you like saving money on games, Instant Gaming have fantastic deals on right now. Please use my affiliate link, you can see it on screen and it's in the pinned comment below. This link can be used for Steam, PlayStation or Xbox games too, with amazing deals. Maybe you want to pick up Cities Skylines 2 at some excellent prices, or you've got a DLC or a content pack that you missed from Cities Skylines 1. You can check those all out on here as well at great deals. Thank you for your support of my channel, enjoy the gaming deals, and let's get back to the video. So with education being a huge issue, let's just see how that is spread out in your city. So you've got no education down here coverage, but this is all industry anyway, I believe. Yeah, looks like it's all industry. Okay, that's fine. So let's have a look. So already we can see we don't have enough elementary schools. High schools are on the cusp of being not enough. Colleges, definitely not enough. So what you've got to think of is these schools as a pipeline. When they say they want highly educated workers, let's just have a look at one of these buildings. If you hover over the employees section, you can see that they want somebody who's educated and they've got open positions. Let's maybe pick this one. No, they've left. This one here. So there we go. Yeah, they need 3 educated positions. So really you want people to go through this pipeline. They have to go to elementary, they have to go to high school, then they can choose whether they go to college or university afterwards. And if you haven't got enough colleges, a lot of people are going to be deciding not to, because at the minute they can't. So maybe let's have a quick look at our schools and see if there's any sort of simple upgrades we can do to help out with this. So this will be the injuries one. You've got your other upgrades. This is well-being. Okay, so you've got that one covered. Medical university. We're not short on spaces for universities, are we? So we'll leave that one for now. Is this another elementary school? Yes, it looks like you've upgraded the ones you've got. With space. Here we go. College you haven't. I mean, there is more space in here. So maybe it's location rather than space. That one's been upgraded. That's a geological research center. This one is rammed and hasn't been upgraded. Okay, we're going to upgrade that one. Pop some more space in. They're happy about it over here because they're thinking they're going to get upgraded next. No, they're not. What's this one doing? Yep, that's rammed. Could do with the upgrades. I bet this one is rammed as well. Yeah, you can see what's going on. Now, in the latest updates, this sort of pipeline of the amount of people that are going through the different schools has been tweaked. So we might find that as time goes on, it will change itself anyway, but we're going to give it a helping hand. So let's pop a couple more elementary schools in this area around here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So how has that put a little dent in our schools? So possibly, I would say, even one more. So we're going to go right in the middle on this side. There's one there, there's one there. I'm going to pop one in the middle over here. And again, before everybody moves in, we're going to just see if we can upgrade that. Will that squeeze him around the back? Yes, it will. In fact, if I do it there, there we go. And we'll add that upgrade on there as well. Definitely, that is going to help. Then we need another couple of high schools. So looking at the layout of your city, the only high school I can find is all the way up here, right in the central area of your most built up area of your city. And we know already that there's traffic coming down these roads over here. Look, we can see traffic symbols, traffic. So a lot of that is going to be people trying to come down here to your only high school. That's this one here. So if we look at the 1,200 places, and we can see on here that that's all the places you've got. So even though that is almost sort of not quite, but maybe covering all the spots that you need, you definitely need a high school down here with a good way of getting to it. I mean, I think I'm just going to go for a spot right in the middle over here. I'm going to get that over here as far as possible. There we go. And we're also going to upgrade this. We're going to make room for more students, extension wing, better chances of graduating. Yes, we are. I don't think we're going to fit that in as well. No, we're not. Any room in here as well? Yeah, that's fine. So that is sort of centrally located. We're going to be looking at our transportation options as we go along. So that'll be good. I'm also going to look all the way up here because this is a whole nother area you've got over here. Bright Water Crossing, which doesn't take in the whole area, but that's fine. And if we have a look again at our schools on here, you've got one school, which is an elementary school there, which is rammed, as you can see. So definitely we need another elementary school up this end somewhere. And in fact, I would probably just pop it right at the end, and then I'm going to upgrade that with everything because the benefits are just really worth it. And then the only other thing we need now, of course, is colleges. Let me just look at the spread of these. Yeah, again, in this area, you've got just this one college down here, which we can upgrade. I think that is definitely going to help. This provides better chances of graduating if we could fit that in as well. Did I leave enough space down the side? I did. Oh, look at that. So we'll add that in there. Let's turn that into a nice little complex. So that was the one in the middle there. We've got plenty of space. And again, we're going to deal with the traveling. The other one you've got is University Elementary School. I thought we had one up here, college. We've got this one. Again, I'm going to see if we can add this one to increase the chances of graduating. You've already got one added on there. Okay. But that one is pretty rammed. So then what we need, I would say, is even another one this side. This looks reasonably flat. If we could get it in there, that could work quite well. Yeah, let's just flatten out this land. Actually, no, what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little road coming out from here. So we do actually need to flatten this down a little bit. I'm going to take that height and we're going to just do this. There we go, something like that. So we've utilised that little bit of space. Yeah, a bit smelly, but yeah, hopefully that's going to help the people here. What is next on the agenda? I think we can help out some of the high rent issues that we've got here. So an adult, teen, poorly educated, a dog, not actually bringing anything to the household at all, a senior who's retired, and a child who's poorly educated. So I'm wondering whether in some areas like this, we could add in, let's have a look at some of the in-game options. So we've got the welfare office, Do you have any of those? You've got one over here, I believe. Let's actually go into it this way. It makes it a little bit easier. So what have we got over here? We've got one welfare office there. We've got another one over here. And then we've got the City Hall, Central Bank, welfare office, and nothing up the top here. Okay, so I'm wondering whether down here we could add in a couple of welfare offices just to sort of help with this one here. Increases the well-being. It doesn't really affect their rent as such, but well-being is one of those things that can sort of help overall. So we might as well add some in. They don't cost much, and once you pop them in, you can see the area of effect is quite far. So we are going to overlap those. And then up here in our new area, well, I'm calling it the new area. It looks like we're even building out the back. Bright water crossing. I'm thinking we're just going to squeeze one down the end there as well. I don't think they have any upgrades, no. Okay, so that's going to help. And then also in here, we really want to start making use of some of our other types of zoning. What type of house are you using in here? So we've got... That doesn't actually going to tell me, is it? I mean, it's defaulting to EU, and it looks like the EU type of housing to me, so that's fine. So over here, we do have... I wish you could just hover over that and see what it is. I know that that is the same symbol as the one here. So you do have medium density housing. What I would add in is some low rent housing as well, just to try and help out these ones that can't quite afford the rent in the area. Okay, there we go. We've got some growing up here. We've got some that have already popped in, and instantly you'll start seeing they're filling up. This one popped in first. We've got 18 in there. So it won't take long for these to start filling up with people. And I quite like the style of the building anyway. Yeah, there's nobody in there. What about these ones down here? And again, I'm not necessarily going for the most aesthetically pleasing place to put them, but just trying to help you to understand the mechanics of the game so you can build them as well. So that's looking at the rent problem. We've looked at the lack of skilled labor problem. We've got the waiting for ambulances sort of problem, and we don't really have much traffic at this end of the city. Let's have a look at that. Not really. Not a huge amount. I mean, orange is sort of okay. It's in the middle. If we do it this way round, so traffic flow is high. So to me, that's good. Even though there is bad traffic down here, the roads are red, the traffic flow is high. But we'll come to that in a moment. So yeah, okay, let's have a look at some of our services that we've got. Right, so we do it using the menu up here. Healthcare, cemetery. Okay, so again, it's funny because in the game, in CS1, in Cities Skylines 1, basically you needed just to plop them down everywhere and get an area of effect. So whereas you might see, for instance, this area over here, it is saying that citizen health is bad. It's all red. Healthcare coverage. There we go. That's what we're looking at. So the road color, this is the network color. So there's no coverage over here. And the citizens' health, well, it doesn't matter because these are actually all industrial buildings. If we look over here, here's a good example. So the coverage down here is bad. The roads are red. And their health is maybe, look, we've got a few greens, yellows, getting down into the orange. So they are getting around here, but taking a long time. That is basically the source of this problem. So where is the nearest medical centre? So you've got this one all the way down here, this clinic, and you've got a crematorium or cemetery there. Crematorium, yeah. And then you've got that's a medical university, cemetery. Okay, so it's this one here and this one here. Let's just check how many vehicles these buildings have got going out. So 5 of 5 are in use already. Okay, so we could up that. That doesn't take up any more space, so that's easy to do. Space for more patients. Patients is fine. So we'll leave that as it is. And then this one over here, again, I mean, it's got 3 out of 5 out. I am just going to give them the extra, there we go, the extra thing. Now, you could, of course, use your selecting operating districts and just say, I only want this one to travel around here and keep it smaller. And I only want this one to travel around here. The distance that is coming over the highways and all the way around here, I would not want that to come into this section. Whereas anything here, I'd be quite happy for it to go around. So let's just have a look at your zones. Yeah, you don't have all your zones set up everywhere. What I'm going to do is add a new zone over here. There we go. We've got broad gardens. And then what I'm going to do, I actually, on second thoughts, I wouldn't have upgraded this one, but because what I'm going to do, I tell you what, I'm going to actually delete it because I upgraded it and I didn't really want to. So 5 is going to be enough because we're only going to say you go to Walnut Cross and to Broad Gardens, and that's it. Yeah, Valley Crescent doesn't matter. And then this one down here, wherever it is, let's click on this and we'll find it. There it is there. We're going to say that you can go to Evergreen Field and you can go to Brian Rose Garden and cover those 2 areas. And then we've got this area in the middle here. What's the access like? Yeah, and Beechwood Croft. That's industry. This is all industry as well. Yeah. So that should be okay. And this one has got easier to travel around there. So hopefully that will make a big difference as well. We have a look. So again, what we're looking at is the coverage isn't the best. That will increase if we speed up the game. There we go. Look, more of these vehicles are going out. And what these will do as well, the way the game works now, which I quite like, is if these are out on a call, finishing a call, going back, and another call comes in, then they will immediately be diverted to that call. They don't have to go all the way home and another one to be called out. So we might find that after a while, even though the coverage doesn't reach as far, you can see that they will definitely travel this far, and then we'll see that the health will hopefully start increasing round here. And there are other options for increasing health as well. As we saw like with our elementary school, this one here, there's a children's clinic that you can add on. So I am going to squeeze that in there, which is going to help. We've already got one over there. So maybe that will increase a little bit. And yeah, we'll go with that. So over there, we're covered in here. So in the most built up area of the city over here, we've got this hospital. You've upgraded it with everything. We've got a lot of vehicles going out. Again, you haven't got the operating districts set. I am going to set that for, this is all covered. This is all covered. Yeah, we're going to ignore all of this and say that that is all covered. So we are going to, where is it? Let's open this menu here. We'll be able to see. And this is also going to help towards the traffic because you're not going to have vehicles traveling to places you don't want them to. So we're going to say it's going to cover these 2 areas. And then I might just pop in Emerson Meadows, Blackbird Heights, Valley Crest. Even though that they're industry, not houses, we're going to cover I think there's some houses down here. We're going to cover those areas too. Then we've got, let's right click and come out of that. No, it's already selected that one. Close. Thank you very much. And I want the Health Institute. So this gives us some bonuses, and I think that's citywide, yeah, so it's good that you've got that down. And then up here we don't have any healthcare coverage, although now we're doing the hospital over here, and the fact that that's been limited to just this area and not all the way over here will make a nice difference. So immediately you can see the amount of vehicles going out. I mean, it's going up and down quite quickly, but yeah, I think they'll get to covering all of this area much better. Good. So then let's have a look at our trash management, garbage processing. So you've got that sort of spread all over the place. We've got enough. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mess with this. Landfills you can sort of get rid of after a while. Start adding in better options. But yeah, I mean, it's spread around. It's all down this end, but I'm not going to be too concerned about that. Fire coverage. Okay, let's just check these out. So vehicles in use 0 out of 4. Again, you've got no operating districts set on these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one for here. I'm going to set... No, I didn't want that one on there. What's that one called? I can't see the writing for looking. Oh, there we go. Brightwater Crossing is one we want. We don't want that one. We'll shut that. This down here, I think this is a fire station. Yeah, so this is larger. More space, we don't need training, and you've already added in the helipad. That's what I was looking for. That's good. Specialised rescue service for survivors in collapsed buildings. That is definitely worth adding on. That's almost like the disaster thing that we used to have in Cities 1. So get that in your city. Everybody's happy. All the way to the end. Very good. And then moving down here, coverage gets a little bit spotty. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it into districts. So I'm going to say that this one can do here. Thank you very much. This one. So then I'm not upgrading them. I'm just keeping them and limiting where they're going. This one can do here and here, and this is industry, and you really want to make sure you've got enough coverage for down there. And I am going to upgrade this one because it doesn't take any space, but we're covering a larger area. I want one in the middle here. We're going to just come out of that one. We'll go into here and have a look what we've got going on. Firefighter helicopter depot. I'm going to leave that as no district, so that's just going to cover everywhere. But then I am going to put one more small one up the end here. So let's do that. Can we add a road connection between these two areas? Because at the minute, the connection isn't very good going across there. We could just add a road over the top like this. There we go. Nothing too complicated. And then when we add one of these in, down here, we can see the coverage now stretches down that road, which is great. And I'm going to just add that off of this main road here. That's fine. There we go. That's a medical clinic. That is not what I wanted to add. It's one of these. There we go. Excellent. So we'll do the same. You can see the coverage covers over there. Excellent. And again, because this is all industrial mostly, I am going to upgrade this one, add some more space in there. Very good. So I think that should... I mean, everyone is looking pretty well covered, which is good. Excellent. So that is also going to limit the traffic of things having to travel down the 1 or 2 highways you've got to get to other areas unnecessarily. Very good. And then finally, police coverage, I think, is pretty across the board. You've got police absolutely everywhere. So that's good. Excellent. All right. So maybe it's now time to have a look at the traffic issues and the transportation issues in your city. There's a lot of traffic. If we sort of follow this road up the middle here, because it splits into 2 ways, which is good. And then coming on down this way, we start to hit the traffic. Let's just have a look what's going on up here. So we've got a road splitting into 2 lanes, but there's only 3 lanes here. So everyone's getting confused. So we're going to do the old trick of some lane mathematics. We're going to upgrade this road all the way up to the end. And I might just go back a little bit further like that. So now we're going to get 2 lanes going in each direction. And they can pick their lanes down here. We might just see that it takes a while for cars that have already picked a route to change what they're doing. But hopefully that will help a bit, which is good. What have we got here? So we've got the 2 lanes down here. We've got 1 lane going into 3 lanes. So you've got the lane mathematics. And it's moving. It's just a bit slow. And then we're splitting into 2 and 2 again. So I'm definitely going to upgrade this section to a 4, so we get 2 lanes for each. And I'm probably just going to bring that back to all the way down there. And if I went even further, no, that'll be okay. But I mean, generally speaking, your lane mathematics is good. This probably isn't helping, having a car park right here. We know that everybody's drawn to a car park, although that has been adjusted slightly with the new patch. What I'm thinking we're going to do is I'm just going to pause. We are just going to take out that railway line there. We are going to pop that back like this into there. That's all joined up. And then we're going to grab this. I don't think we're going to have room to put that in. Yes, we are. We're going to pop that in the middle of that road out the way. And that will just take out from there. And then if we... I mean, I can see why you've got a roundabout here. I'm just wondering whether we're going to make some changes. Right, this road splits off and goes into there. Oh, I don't want this coming into here. So we're going to take out that bit, which means we're then going to downgrade. So this has been 2 lanes, isn't it? Going through there. And I did all my lane mathematics based on that. But now that I've done that, I'm going to change it. This is going to be 1 lane coming off of there, which means this can easily go back to 3. So then we get a lane coming off, 2 lanes going on. So let's do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one 4, because then we're going to have this extra lane is going to come off further down here instead. So if we sort of grip onto that and bring it into there. There we go. So we've got 3 lanes going on, 1 lane coming off. And then what I want to do is sort of cut that there There we go, like that. And I'm going to upgrade this to 2. Oops, on the end. Try and line it up. It won't let me. We'll go like that. That's fine. So then that's going to split off, and then you've got a lane for going in each direction at the end. And I know it's quite near to these junctions. It's not putting in traffic lights or anything, is it? No. So that might just take away from some of the traffic that's coming and coming off there. And then these ones that are going straight on, just wondering whether we could... See, where does this road connects this section to this section, but through that junction? Could we change it and have it here instead? I mean, it's not a very big road, but there's not a huge amount of people coming this way. Let's give it a try. It means we need to pop a bridge in. Let's grab this. So if we bring that one across there, and then I'm going to just delete this one here. Oh, is that an accident? No, it's not. And just then maybe not have so much traffic coming down here. I'm going to remove that. Let's have a look. Well, this is better already, look, because not everybody's coming through here. So even just removing that one bit of traffic has worked well, because then what I'm thinking then is we could actually remove the roundabout. And I'm going to stop this one coming in here. I'm just going to pause because we're going to draw this road back in again. And we're going to just get that as close as we can. But these can all come around and join other places. That's fine. And that just might work a little bit better. I'm going to downgrade this one because we don't need so many lanes on that. There we go. And we'll get that going like that. Excellent. Okay. That's dealt with the traffic there. This is going to... Oh, look, this has all gone down. Now they're coming out of here. They're going different places. That's got a glow-in-the-dark truck. Yeah, I'm liking that. That was a good few little changes there. This is all okay. And then when we get into here, we've got... What's happening here? So we've got traffic. They're all sort of looking at each other. We've got this little lane up here. It's because of this, isn't it? Let's have a look. It's because of this new little area that I've put in here. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to change this. We are going to upgrade to the larger road down here, and we've got the space to do it right up to the junction. No. Oh, it's because of this. Can I move that over here? Please say yes, because we're not using it. No, didn't let me do it. I thought it was. Why is that not letting me go there? Is it the land? Oh, it might be the land. And there we go. Excellent. And we can upgrade that all the way to the end. And then I am thinking, so we've got a lot of crossroads like this, which is a bit of a pain. You don't really want them, because people are using all of these to cut through. I mean, at the end of these, I'm going to pop in, if it'll let me. Yeah, we're going to lose some buildings, but we're going to put in some asymmetrical roads going in. And this is a 2-lane road as well. We're going to have asymmetrical going in, and then it splits into the 4-lane road. And then this bit here, I mean, we know roundabouts aren't the best, but... Could I actually upgrade this to 4-lane road? Not so much. I could do that there. That there. Whoa, that really did not line up where I wanted it to go. That one there, and then this one going the other way. I mean, it might be that now we've just changed these roads, that this will just work its way through with people doing some weird U-turns and stuff. Let's just watch all of this traffic and just give it a second. Look at that. It's going down. Look, up here was all queued up back there, but it isn't. These are parked cars on the side, by the way. Let's just swing it around this way. This isn't really queued up, so that's not too bad. I think that's okay. I mean, we could add... I don't know. I think that's all right. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. How are you doing over here? So it looks like we've got some stops right on the side of the road. Buses. No, the stop's further down. Okay, we won't worry too much about that. What is going on with you? You're all sort of staring each other at the traffic lights. All right, we're going to make a change to this road as well. We're also going to add in the 5-lane asymmetrical version coming in. And then this one we're going to add in the asymmetrical version the other side. Oh, man, I would love to dive in here with my mods, but it's going to be a vanilla fix, this one, a vanilla fix. So we want this lot to go down. Now that it's got 3 lanes, it will. When the lights change, the opposite sides will go at the same time, which can be a bit of a pain because people cross in front of each other, but we'll go with it. These have got nobody coming from the other direction, so when their lights go, they're just going through. I mean, we'll leave that going. and see how it goes for a bit. Oh, inside a building. Okay, so let's continue. Oh yeah, look at that. That junction all sorted out. Let's continue into the main area. So this is now all cleared up because that was really bad. This is a bit of a problem. So you've got this tunnel and they're coming out and they're going round and they're hitting a junction that's got all sorts of stuff going on. It's very busy. A lot of people walking. And quite often that is the problem. Again, it might just be a case of some asymmetrical roads coming up here just to give people an extra lane that way. I think that one already is an asymmetrical road. It looks like it. Yes, it is. This one is as well. I mean, we could just extend that asymmetricalness all the way back to the end like so. And this one goes up and over the top. I do like your junctions. You've done a great job with your junctions. Very good. This one here, I think we're stopping. There wasn't left-hand turns on there before, I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to stop that anyway. There we go. So you just go straight down. Yeah, very good. And yeah, then the trams are freaking out. So that isn't back up there. Let's just give this little section a second and see if all of this goes down. There's all when you start seeing people doing 360s and stuff, or 180s I should say, when you've just changed your roads, don't worry about it too much. It's just that they all need to get used to the new change. But already, look down here, is freed up, which is nice. And this is freed up behind here. That's freed up behind there. Yeah, already. There we go, look. I mean, you could take this one step further and remove all the crossings and put them over the top, but I'll be honest with you, it isn't so busy now, and I think it's just going to sort of freak out a bit when the tram comes through. No, it's all right. Yep, plenty of people walking as well, which is what we want to see. Good. All right, let's leave that to go for a bit. What I'd like to look at is the... Oh, we've got another little junction we haven't seen over here. I want to look at the mass transit. So that's... I feel like this is a 6-lane road, but we've lost a lane in the middle because of the tram. I mean, if we upgrade it like that, it's going to put the tram on the outside. That's instead of this one. If I do it with this one, it's in the middle. So this one in the middle takes one of the lanes away from driving. So now it's only a 4-lane road with trams in the centre, which can be better sometimes, but sometimes you just want all the extra lanes. So if we do that, what's it like going the other way? It's not too bad going the other way. So I'm going to upgrade all of this. That one, and that one. So yes, the tram and the car will be using that outside lane for turning right, but it looks like most of them are going straight on anyway. So it's going to just beef up the lanes. And again, this might have been an aesthetic choice because you've got your trees and stuff, but actually because of all the cars and the traffic and things like that, I think this might be better. Do you know what? We could make this a T-junction. This road here does not need to connect here. Let's just pause the game a sec. Look for options to make T-junctions as opposed to 4-way junctions. So that could literally go to there. And I think, yeah, the cars are all going to... I don't know whether people can walk across there or not. It'd be good if they could. But that just immediately... Oh, yeah, we need to redo the zoning here. What are these? Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's the mixed use. So the zoning all freaks out. Hopefully they're all happy, apart from that one. But there we go. Can't please everybody. So that just solves the... Oh, it was only a 3-way junction anyway. Well, okay, it's made it even better. You don't need all of that connected. What about this one? Where does that go? I don't think we'll change this one. And they're going up here. Oh, it's hard to see in the dark. Oh, no, they're not. They're coming down. Yeah, this needs to be asymmetrical going into this junction here. Yep, that's not going to change the whole thing. And that one is already. Yeah, so hopefully once this starts going down through here, we might find that'll work a little bit better. Again, I'd love to add some paths going over the top to remove these crossings, but there's just no room. Everything is jam-packed. How many cars you got in there? It is jam-packed. So let's give this a second or two and just see if this all goes down. Yeah, there we go. It took a while, but this has all gone down. I've actually upgraded this to a 7-lane asymmetrical, so then you do get the 3 lanes going straight on, and then you get a shared lane at the side. And that has helped clear that all up, which is good. It's still super busy. Again, I would really recommend, before you build all your stuff really close to your roads, think about putting paths over and under your roads, tunnels for your pedestrians, just to keep them off the roads. Or if you're using mods, which I'm not, then you can set up your lights to have a pedestrian-only phase with the traffic light mod. But, yeah, we're keeping this one vanilla, so not in this episode. Oh, back over here. Look at that. All the problems waiting for an ambulance have all finished, which is good. Let's have a look down here. Yeah, most of them are still out, but at least we've solved that problem, which is great. Right, so something else we want to look at. Over the city, we've got lots of not enough vehicles symbols that are popping up. So if we have a look at the right one here, the transportation overview, we can see a lot of these are now being used really well, which is good. Some of them are just not being used at all. So if I delete all the ones that are just not being used at all, there we go. And then we might have some space to increase the amount of vehicles and some of these other lines. There we go. So one of those is already gone, which is good. Let's just maybe have a pop through here and see what else we've got. So that is just not being used at all, and neither's that. Let's pop into here. That's not being used. Anything not being used at all. I mean, we can come back and have a look at it later. We've got no subway. Now that would be worth adding in at some point. This is all being used. What have we got going for cargo? So cargo railway route, 1% usage. Okay, it's worth having it. We've got no ship and no air routes. Okay. Let's go back to your buses and just take a look at these. And again, there is a mod that will let you change the amount of these down to 1 if you so desire. But I think we're doing okay. Let's have a look. So this was quite well used. This one here is one I want to look at. So you could have up to 28. Let's put it up to 12 and see how that goes. And then also we can upgrade this. Increased amount of traffic. Although we, yeah, okay, we do need to. Oh no, that just add bus platforms. You've already got this one here. Does one of these add more buses or not? Bus platform 6. I don't think it does. Let's just pop it on and see if that's going to get rid of the line. No. Well, that's a little bit odd, because what I've always thought was odd with the way this works, if you have a look at these lines, I mean, most of these are not up to their maximum anyway. So, I mean, you look at this, some of these are basically empty. So we could sort of drop these down and sort of jiggle these around a bit until we get enough vehicles on every line. So let's just have a look. That one's empty. That one's full up. The other ones, I think, are only just going out. Yeah, okay. Let me go through. I'll do that, and then we'll see what we end up with. And, of course, it's the depot that you upgrade. Duh, get my brain in gear. So we could extend that if we had the space, which we don't, because we've got the massive, great big chemical plant right here. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can move that somewhere. Yep, that's going way out of town at the back here. Pollution's going to blow that way, not cause us any problems. Then that means we've got space on here. We can add in another two or three or more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be fine. But I think that will be enough. That is going to give us 45 vehicles. Also, what you get is the vehicles will come back to this for maintenance. And sometimes that takes a while. There we go. Look, they're all going out now to fill up the lines that didn't have enough. So we just wait and see what that balances out at. And then hopefully we've got enough to cover everything. I think that's probably it, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Didn't we have more than 24 before? Interesting. I mean, how much is this costing us? 10 vehicles, 30,000 a month. We're making more money than we can shake a stick at. I'm going to add another one and just see whether any more buses start going out. If not... No. Okay. I think we probably solved that. Hey! Wow. Oh, I know what it is. If there's some in, these are probably ones that have been in maintenance, haven't they? Coming out and now they're going back to be used again. So we add these two up. 56. That's slightly over that, isn't it? But yeah, maybe we do need more. Let's go for another one. Another little tweak I think we're going to do as well. We're making so much money an hour, 1.5 million an hour, and we're growing so much, is we're going to drop... Actually, I'm going to look at the services, because I did notice a lot of these were dropped right down low. Let's have a look. How much electricity are we making? We're producing a lot. We're trading a lot. Okay, that's fine. I won't bother tweaking that one. Let's have a look. Water, I'm assuming that's going to be okay. Garbage, education, I'm going to put that to 100%. That means it's actually going to stretch a bit further. Yeah, I'm going to put all of these up to 100%, just so we get that extra bonus of happiness and all that sort of thing. Ooh. So that actually has a citywide effect. What's that say? Service building efficiency. How many public transport vehicles are currently in use? Well, that might be a reason why the numbers weren't adding up. That I'm going to put through the roof. This I'm going to put through the roof. That really doesn't matter. And then taxation, I mean, we can drop this way down low, and I'm also going to do it this way. So 1, 2, come here, 3, 4, 5. There we go, to help out the poor ones. And we could even drop some of these down a bit. What are we? We're still earning loads of money. I mean, we've got a huge demand for commercial, so we could even up that if we wanted to. I think I'm just going to leave all of these as they are, but definitely that is going to go down, and that is going to help with all of these can't afford the rent things. Oh, there we go. Unlocked another milestone for you. Expansive metropolis. So we started fixing the city of Ensaria 2.0 way back in May 2025. We'll just put that on the screen and you can see the mass of problems that we had all over the place. But now time has gone by. We're almost, that is like a year, over a year later, and things are so much better. Still no vehicles, and it's back to being vehicles again. Okay. Weird. Please don't do that and shock me. We're always going to have some high rent problems, but that is nowhere near as bad as it was. The pollution ones over here will be because people are too close to the mines and things. But overall, things are looking good. Taking a look at some hot spots, this river crossing over here, not very busy at all, which is great. Our junction here, where we took away the roundabout, added an extra lane for coming on and off there, and just tidied this up generally, is running so much smoother. That is fantastic. This oddly shaped junction, nothing wrong with it, no offense, but where we've added all the paths and things going over the top, it just keeps moving so easily and quickly that it's just not backing up with traffic, which is what we want to see. What do you think? If you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments below, and then check out the next video on the screen here. I know it's going to be something super exciting that either I've recommended or YouTube's recommended, so we know you're going to like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.